Clue is about a bunch of mysterious strangers who have all done really bad things in their past. And when they're invited to a dinner by the strange Mr. Nobody, they must find out a murder when Mr. Nobody is killed. But alas, it is one of them who has killed him. And Knives Out is about the Thrombey family, who after Harlan Thrombey, the writer, is killed, they must figure out who's done it along with Detective Blank. But his caretaker has a secret. It's her fault he died. Alright, both of these movies, great movies in my opinion. I don't really know what the critic response to Clue is, but I know I really enjoyed it, and then I know Knives Out is a great movie no matter what, if it's my opinion or somebody else's opinion. But anyways, I really enjoyed both of these movies, but which one's a better movie? So that's why I decided Clue versus Knives Out. The ultimate showdown of movies, murder mystery movies, great movies. Alright, so with that said, here's the rules. There's going to be 3 rounds. There's going to be the story, the performances, and the character development. The winner of most of those rounds is the better movie, obviously. Alright, so also, share your opinion down below. Which one is the better movie? You can go by these rounds, or you could just go your own way. I don't care. And with that said, I'm going to get started. Alright, so first round, story. So the story here is on Clue. It was okay. It's a bit messy at the beginning, but when it's just people trying to find out who murdered Mr. Nobody, it just goes fun. And that's really why I enjoyed it. It's hilarious. It's really good. Just a story. Just a story about them being invited, and then Mr. Nobody. It's kind of messy in some parts. But also, like I said, when it goes further into the murder mystery aspect, it gets a lot better. And then the Knives Out story is brilliant. It's less of a murder mystery than about this one nurse trying to hide what actually happened to Mr. Thrombey. And it's just really good. While everybody else is trying to find out who did it, she's trying to hide who did it. And then when it actually turned into a murder mystery, it's still good too. Because Chris Evans, spoiler alert, Chris Evans is the murderer. But because it was just brilliantly crafted. Even the parts where they broke the spell and actually made somebody be bad, it still worked for me, and that's why Knives Out wins this round of story. Knives Out points are 1, Clue points 0. So, yeah, Clue story, bit messy. Knives Out story, brilliantly crafted, and that's why it's gonna win. Alright, round 2, performances. Clue's performances are excellent. I'm not gonna lie. I think, I don't know any of the names in this movie, but I think they're all great. And just, what can I say? It's an old movie. They're fast talking, they're fast witted, they're just comedians. Comedians doing their jobs, being funny, and I really like old comedians because instead of like talking real slow, they talk real fast like this. And they're like, they just talk to each other real fast, and that kind of adds the momentum here, kind of adds the energy. And the performances were no different in Clue. They are still fantastic. And then we get Knives Out performances, also fantastic. Knives Out wins this round. They win the game. So, of course, I'm going to talk about Knives Out, but you'll see who wins in a minute. Anyways, so Knives Out performances are great. They're just really greedy people, and I still don't know barely any names besides Daniel Craig and Chris Evans, but all the other people, the family members are awesome. The Brazilian actress, don't know her name, but I want to know her name because she's epic. I want to see her in more things. She does really good in this film. Being this scared person, it just really works for me. And all the other people, you can't pick a more greedy people. And the family just kind of fits here. Chris Evans even fits in this family. I didn't think I was going to like it because I was so used to him in Captain America being this goody two-shoes. And then from the trailers, we all know he's a complete jerk. He's just awesome. Daniel Craig is also really good as the detective, and So I can say, but winning this round is going to be Clue. And the game survives. Knives Out won. Clue won. It's a tie. The winner of this next round is the better movie. But at last, I really think Clue's performances outbested this one just because I love fast-talking comedians, and Knives Out didn't have fast-talking comedians. But it was okay. And now, the final round, character development. Alright, Clue's character development, it was good. You get all these people who've done bad things in the past. They go along, and through this mystery, they kind of get to know each other and become friends and stuff. I mean, they don't really change by the end of the film, but they're just friends. At the very beginning, they all, hate each other, they're mad at each other, and then they grow into friends at the ending. And then the 3 false endings, they're still pretty good. It kind of evens everything out. The one where Mrs. Peacock's a bad guy, I think Mrs. Scarlet is one. No. And then the last one, we got, the butler being Mr. Nobody, and then being killed by Mr. Green in the hallway with the revolver. I found that part really clever. But yeah, the character development it's pretty decent in this movie. The false endings kind of develop them even more. And so, also, character development Knives Out, I think it's actually on the bland side. I'm not gonna lie. It's not really great character development. It's really disappointing because you get all the people being greedy. That's all they are. They're just greedy, and they don't really change by the end of the film. And then we get the nurse. She changes throughout the film. She goes from scared to wanting to help. And so her character development is pretty good, but nobody else's is that good. Detective Blanks isn't even that good. He's just a detective. And as much as I enjoyed him, his character development wasn't very good. And neither was Chris Evans, because he was just a jerk through the whole movie. So the winner of this round, the winner of the ultimate showdown, the winner is Clue! Clue with 2 points! 2 points outbeats 1. Knives Out. You are such a good movie, but you're not better than Clue. Clue, you win the round. Good job. Yeah, so Clue's a better movie. What are your opinions down below? And make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what are your opinions. And make sure to always subscribe to join the Nerd Army. Peace out.